made to those meetings. While those hosted by the community organizations, the dozens of community organizations represented today, had hundreds of people in the meetings. And it could be that the consultant marketed as, come tell us how to create a transportation strategy for 30 years. And the community simply said, come tell us about your broken streets and how we should fix them. But that's the advantage of community-based organizations and community leaders when you bring them to the table, is that they too have strong relationships. And the final point I'd make is that Fresno cannot afford to see this measure expire and fail. I asked our transportation director in this recent budget, if we were to not receive the renewal of Measure C dollars to the faculty department, what would that result in? And it was immediate. Elimination of all evening and weekend services. No more bus routes on the weekends and evenings, which means that all those job centers and those distribution centers that work 24-hour shifts and the poultry plants would have no transportation going to them. That we cannot afford to do. And it would be similar to each of the rural communities. You would lose a significant amount of money that the federal government and the state government cannot replenish. And the final point I'll make is this. As has been noted, the coalition is not one organization, it's not two individuals. It's dozens of our organizations across the whole county, representing rural members, urban members, different factions. This is an opportunity for you as our local mayors to do what Washington, D.C. has failed to do, which is not to simply engage in who wins and who loses, but in a collaborative approach where everybody gets the best shot at winning and getting something for their respective areas. And if Sacramento and DC continue down the path, we're gonna see a vast amount of less resources the next few years for transportation than we've ever seen in our history. And against that reality, we cannot afford to simply let this measure fail over 1% or one additional point or not. So I would encourage you to support it, move forward, make improvements, make adjustments. And I am today feeling extremely confident that this is the best representation of local governance and leadership that we've ever seen. It's people putting aside history, trust gaps, and simply moving forward together. So